Today we are reacting to the trailer of the Lost Bus film starring Matthew McConaughey. Now, I couldn't be much more of a bigger fan of Matthew McConaughey, so I'm pretty much going to see anything that he is in. This film is directed by Paul Greengrass. He's the Bourne Ultimatum director, in addition to others, obviously. And I got the vibe that this was going to be really tense and a film that ultimately is pretty taxing on you. This does not look like a film where you're feeling super light and happy the whole time. I think there's going to be a big payoff. I think it will work out, but man, this looks like a stressful film based on the biggest wildfire in the last decade.
Yeah, I'll say two things real quick. First off, I think Apple might get their first good movie. I think that this is it. I think that they're tired of failing on movies. I think that they've figured out with their TV shows. They keep hitting on TV shows with their quality. I think that they're finally going to hit with a movie. It's a great call getting Matthew in here. The story is interesting. I think, again, it's one of those stories where, hey, fires can be huge, whole city to a whole region affecting it, but keeping it small. With a bus, it's the story of just a bus trying to get, a group of children, kids out of this area, and they're stuck and they're going to drive out through the fire. Me personally, I've been through that up here in LA, and it's terrifying. It's like driving through hell. It really is. So like Steven said, I think that this is going to be the perfect movie for Apple, where it's just going to be a nail biter. I think you got Matthew, who's going to bring the chops. You just know it. And I think that's why they got him. They can't flop anymore. They need a good movie. I think this is going to be it. Kind of similar with the Dante's Peak thing. It's just one of those stories that I think works. It's just, you got children on a bus and there's fire. If you don't care about that, where's your soul? It's like, it's just not that it's cheap. It's just effective. And, I really want Apple to start bringing up their movie quality to where their TV shows are at. And I think that this is a great step, and I'm really excited to see it.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I hope for the budgeting department at Apple Films that this wasn't a $50 million movie. I hope because I don't see it doing extremely well, but I do see it doing well if it costs around $25 million. But I think Brian's right. I think it's going to pull at your heartstrings. This is a film that could do well for young adults and up, I think, maybe even younger, but yeah.
And if there's anybody in the audience who understands, how does Apple make money on these movies without a theatrical release? If anybody's got any sort of information on how that works, I assume majority of this budget's probably going to Matthew. But how does that work in terms of, how does Blockbuster Page work now? I know that that's maybe something that we'll research and get back to you all, but just throwing it out there. But on a more basic level, just let us know if you're excited about this project, if there's anything else that you think that we should cover in this, beautiful show that Steven and I got going for you all. But we love you all, and we'll catch you all in another episode of the Blockbuster Brothers.